Oh, what's up, everybody? Why was that turned down? I don't know. I hope it wasn't important that it be turned down. We'll find out, though, right? Oh, my word. Yo, I just scarfed down food
What the dog
with
doing?
such speed, such alacrity. Les Mesmison. Wow. That's my Arnold impression. Yeah, it's a fucking, it's a thick dia. I didn't even get the last quarter eaten. I'm just like, it's bedtime now. But no, I have to be a bad cop. The only kind of cop. Squatch is also so mad that there's food on this desk that she's not eating. Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed. Oh, I hope everybody's having a... What day is this? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Thick quesadillas save lives. This is true. This is real true. Cleaning up for me now, don't worry. Alright, well, good. Because dinosaurs shouldn't have hair? Duh. Clip. That's why I'm anti-dino beard. Feathers are fucking cool and tight and rad. Found that meme about the microwave that you sent me very funny, but I don't agree with your assessment that it's how I tell jokes. A feather beard would be one thing, but I don't think that looked like feathers. I don't think that looked like any kind of feathers I've ever seen. I don't... We're gonna have an interesting night, I think. Oh, fuck, we left off just talking to the dice person. I forgot. We're in the middle of wild experiences. Hardcore! I don't, no, the Dice Maker, which I guess could conceivably be Andrew Dice Clay's parent, if we're gonna go this direction with the joke. But I don't think we are. Okay, no, wait. I need to actually figure out what I'm doing. What's the combat line? Oh, what's the combat like? The only combat I've had so far is punching a racist who's much stronger than I am, and then him just fucking kicking my ass in response. Um, this is basically combat free. It is all, it's all role play, which I'm fucking down with, honestly. Right. Well, I'm actually crossing stuff off my list. That's wild. Okay. Right. I need to do all these things. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. I need to do so many things. I wouldn't call this a visual novel. Like, it is definitely an RPG.
Shut up and take my money!
God does not play dice with creation, but I do.
Lift. Oh, wait, did I ask her for dice? I don't remember. I remember that she gave me the option of asking her for dice, but I don't remember if I asked for dice.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Oh, right. I was going to save scum this. Let's just go.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Huh.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Dice Maker stares at you while you fuss with your pants. The zipper, it's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
Sasquatch, get off the table. You don't get to eat this. This is my dinner. Fuck off. Good girl. I'm glad that she understands. Fuck off.
A tool to get the zipper open.
No, it's not. It's a thick quesadilla. Let me just show you this fucking quesadilla. I'm fucking turning on paint cam just to show off
Shut up and take
the
my money.
ludicrously thick quesadilla.
What's
that
new,
this is.
pussycat?
Look at
Whoa,
that.
whoa,
Look at that
what's new,
quesadilla.
pussycat? Whoa, pussycat. Pussycat, I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you,
That
so go and
is
powder
the
your
quesadilla
cute
that
little
we were
pussycat
talking
nose,
about.
pussycat, I love you, yes, I do you and
That's the
pussycat
quesadilla
knows
that
what's new,
Squatch wants to eat.
pussycat. Whoa, what's new, pussycat? Whoa.
Klez, are you gonna do that? What is it? 7 more times, and then do it's not unusual, and then do more pussycats. I think quesadilla does save lives. It does. How do I get back to game? Okay, there we go. Never mind. That was it. I'm trying to lower my body temperature.
Why would you do that?
Is it?
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a bed.
That's not a quesadilla. It's a Stromboli in denial. Venmo you $5. I don't. Why am I Venmoing you $5? Oh, to do the. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't actually need or want you to do that, but thank you. It's part of a special technique.
What technique is that?
Sometimes I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Officer, this isn't how mature those deal with their feelings.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame washing over you.
I can feel the wind, or I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me
The
things.
air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
This is not going very well, is it? Well,
I'm not explaining this very well.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
That's
I'm
fair.
listening.
Okay.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Okay, yeah, do you have
What
any
do you
cursed
mean
dice?
by curse? Alright. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
It's a fucking deal.
Understand.
Alright,
Was there anything else?
cool. Alright, now I'm feeling better about having talked to her, even though I did almost expose myself. And that would have been weird and bad. L'essence. Can I go out this way? Oh, yeah, okay. L'essence. Let me tell you about it. L'essence.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in
There
them.
may be teachings in them.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? Some kind of sorcery. Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame. She's a
I don't
businesswoman.
understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How does she explain the curse?
the narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind entity.
Sources in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought void spirits down upon this place. But is amber the color of her energy? There's another entity more malignant pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Let's do that.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
I despooked it. The curse is definitely
What
gone.
does that mean? Are you certain? No. But who am I to question your methods?
Exactly.
All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still. Thank you, officer.
Woo!
You brought a precious psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then the mood will sour. She will feel the curse again.
Well, that's
All right.
depressing.
Well, that ends well.
Farewell for now, book peddler! Does your kid have anything funny to say?
Hi, Detective. Are you here for the book?
Not at the moment. Alright. Oh, there was a thing in the door, in the window. Let me look at this. What is that? Gift books and molten candy. Oh, golly. Because they've been in the sun. Alright. At 10, I need to go find that. And then between... no, at 10, I also need to go get a fucking organized. It is now 7. Oh, what's that? Show me the show me there, bad, but yeah. Show me there, Bobo yeah. L'origine du disco. I'm gonna see if he's got music or something. What's this?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Yeondal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Worn cotton, and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of fever.
The game's really quiet. That would be why. I forgot to set the thing again. Hold on.
Put your fucking hands up!
Where's the... There it is. And the alerts are wildly loud? Alright, so that's why that was quieter. Alright. Testing. Testing. Well, I guess,
Sniffing is okay,
how do we feel?
but please don't try anything on.
Wow.
Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure.
My hand's on screen.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the
Weird guy.
Young Galaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
The put your hands up clip is wildly inappropriate when we're playing a cop. Ha!
Most people don't think that the man from Yelmdale really existed. But they're wrong.
What?
I mean, even if the man from Yelmdale didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
Okay.
He's talking about like Evermore's.
Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
This guy does a podcast as a side business. Well, he's also high as a kite.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Yeah.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Seems there's a delay. He gets checks once a month, but doesn't get why he gets them.
I mean, even if the man from
there's a delay
didn't
between
exist
what and
before
what?
the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required.
Wait, didn't I
This
just...
theory is very,
Oh,
very
I clicked the wrong thing.
That's dirt cheap.
Can you just give it to me for free?
But why?
Perhaps I can repay you in some other way?
I deal in goods, not services.
Oh, that is a dope-ass shirt. Alright.
Welcome to Helmdall, officer.
I'm... Let's just rock that motherfucker. Where is it? +1 physical instrument, inspiring musculature. +1 shivers, sprawling saga. Had a bit of a delay earlier, but I reloaded and it smoothed out. Yeah, Klez, reload. Authority, too old for this shirt. Okay, yep. We are living the life, baby. My authority's -4. Oh, I'm so extremely here for this.
All the old boomboxes are there.
Remember when Bennett couldn't play this game without the entire stream crashing? Yeah, I remember that.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the big men on
Franco-Nigerian.
Have I looked at these? I think I've
long
looked
time
at
ago.
these.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats.
This is what the lawyer.
Which ones?
This set of
You're probably. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for a. I don't like I.
he seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what.
Oh, 50 cents? Fuck
Did
yeah,
I
let's go.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin.
Alright.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
I do appreciate it.
Are they gonna... Alright, I'm putting the flashlight away. Just for you, champ.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
He's just autistic.
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it?
You have any
Just pick
recordings
your
of the Col de
tape
Mama
and say
Dakwa?
spin.
Oh,
The
fuck
Col
yeah,
de
I'm gonna
Mama
ask.
Dakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
Thinking of quitting the RCM and becoming a
How
cryptozoologist.
interesting. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Col de Mama Dakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
Okay.
This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Col de Mama Dakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Are you friends with the cryptozoologist?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the symphonia.
You mean
called
you're
Mama
hardcore? I listened to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
It is absolutely necessary for my
This
research.
recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human
I
ear.
think he caught
It will be
the hole in the world.
strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your
Yep.
chest, breathing is becoming difficult. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your
I'm gonna ask my
range of
work
vision.
crush if she wants to get lunch tomorrow. I told you about that IRL, right? Yeah, you did. You
He
did.
nods to
You did. And
reassuringly,
good for
just
you,
as more
bud.
diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But shh.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
There's a doom metal fest here that I think she would like. Oh, do you mean Hell in the Harbor, or do you mean a different metal fest? I guess Hell in the Harbor isn't technically doom metal. It's just metal of other death metal. I don't even fucking know. People listen to music. Between hardcore podcast enthusiast and eating too much, I'm falling asleep. He's got a very like NPR now you're gonna go to sleep voice. That's at 10 o'clock. It is now. What fucking time is it? Don't know. What time is it? 7:30 p.m. All right. Right. Make art. Locate a working firearm. Find out who's the lady driver. Prove your authority. I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, I do need to talk to Joyce. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Oh, one up near you. What's it called? Also a traditional neighborhood in Maryland that got together to make their area a non-traditional landscape. I saw that just earlier. In down in Moco. Which for those of you who aren't in Maryland, Montgomery County is what Moco is. Fuck yeah, let's talk, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Found my badge.
By love, you did.
It does look nice. It's what we're trying to do with our yard, honestly.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
How about you share your information on the lynching?
now that you've seen his badge.
Oh, next year it's gonna be so good. Is it just called Doom Metal Fest?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I sowed those seeds before the rain.
I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
This was your plan all
My
along.
plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
Meaning, the information she has will raise the stakes in this game. How bad can the info she has be?
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile?
No, I think that's about it. That's annoying. So I need to figure out who the jam mystery then, right? Or did I do this wrong?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Fletch is apparently touring Eastern Europe? Huh.
That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol
Okay.
keeps her from it.
Word has traveled, yes, but...
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
I guess that didn't get me anywhere. God damn it. Oh, it's called Doomfest. Well, that's a fairly straightforward name for what it is. I don't know what I'm looking for at this point. As is Monster Magnet, I guess Europe's got a thing for stoner rock. I mean, Europe in general is more metal friendly than America. Or maybe I should actually say that as,
This coin
in general,
replaces
Europe
a
is
tourist
more
attraction
gooder. What's
in
a
the
tourist
Middle
attraction
East.
doing
There
here?
was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got as far as the street lamps and that statue.
Cool, I
Something
dig
else
organized
something
crime.
else.
It's the best.
I suspect it was Erard's class
Fucking
doing.
hell.
He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Something about it?
We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That shit.
Well, shucks.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin.
I don't know about super huge, but he is popular in the UK. He's gone to UK Tech Fest, like, as a artist many times.
The door is closed.
Also for FZ. What is FZ?
Still, the lieutenant he doesn't like with. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Oh. I kind of want to punch the door. Let's go.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This is all a very good, normal thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
Not to mention, great exercise.
There's a 2-day festival dedicated to him in Germany. Do you mean Wackenfest?
Stop that.
Okay. I'll leave it alone. Oh, is there a thing that I can do in that room? What is that? And tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Yeah, fair.
The window stands broken. You see some lights shimmer. You see some light.
Okay.
The fan is
Is
spinning.
Intrusive secretly David
The
Hasselhoff?
lights are on.
Oh, godly. Was bright. Okay, now that the lights are on, does that change anything about this room?
The window stands broke. You see some lights.
Frank Zeppelin? Oh, Frank
The
Zappa.
fan is spinning. The lights are off again. The blades come squeaking.
Never seen them in the same
The
room.
window stands broke. You see some lights.
Okay. I feel like I should be able to interact with that door. Not that door, that window. I can use words and make things come from my mouth. Stop dragging Kim into your sad bedroom. Maybe Kim wants to hang out in my sad bedroom. Maybe I need to talk to the racist lorry driver again. I don't know why.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Hey, a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you knew Sealing didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
Which one's her lorry?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? You?
He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Ooh.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
Oh, Kim, you're so smart.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then
Kim is kinda a zaddy.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make bad.
Kim reminds me a lot of Ty on Survivor, except like actually able to handle himself under pressure.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
I disagree. Hey, fair enough. All right.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to...
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone.
I don't care how I
The
feel about
most
that word.
important
Disagree?
thing is,
Yeah, fair
how
enough.
does it look on your resume?
Is that you telling me that I should save scum, or is that you just calling me save scum? I think just a cheer. Jigs up, I got the goods on you.
And what goods are those?
You know, your
This
goods.
kind of homo thing?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Okay, that's enough, detective. Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Snow limbo.
What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton. Thank you, friend.
All right, fuck it. I don't want to. I like Tommy for some strange reason, so I'm just gonna aggressify this man.
Looking for something odd?
The maid?
Looking for something odd?
The maid?
Wow, look at the statistics. The statistics at play currently.
Looking for something odd?
Men like this only receive
All right.
2 things.
Save scumming is what I just did, where you save before a thing that you have a chance of failing, and then if you fail it, you just reload your save and try it again until you succeed. It's mostly used in like RPGs, but I guess you could conceivably save scum in like an FPS, but I don't know how you would do that.
Time to turn up the volume.
Show me your lorry right fucking now!
Fuck you, I told you.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life, you understand? I have to say that one.
Fucking homo cop. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now...
A small temple by the monument.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Yeah! Yeah! Alright, now we're fucking talking. That felt good. That felt good! Threatening racists is a nice, positive experience.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the...
We're scumming to scare the racist, yeah.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
How are we gonna open
Use
this?
the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The glass on posters cover the small windows. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence.
I'm just gonna try the handle.
The door is locked.
All right.
There's no picking this lock.
Good night,
The owner
class.
has put special care into it.
All right. I guess I'll attach the pry bar. Or the multi-tool. You just know Kim enjoyed making that guy pinch a loaf, thinking the mob was gonna come after him. Yes, for sure.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporary, pry bar in hand. You take a hard swing at
No
the
shit.
window. A loud thunk rings out, and the pry bar bounces
What?
back, leaving a tiny spider web on the goddamn maggot. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
It appears to be shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me...
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can
Nice.
just-
Better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about
Okay,
it.
spelling y'all
The
like
seated
it's
fabric has
like
been
it's
tucked
ball.
over the lower side of
Like
the seat.
that's wild. That is a decision you just made. Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Old movies.
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
All right.
A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably Grenade number 5.
That's Appalachian RPG esoteric entity, certainly. Y'all Moloch.
The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye.
Check the
Or you
pedals.
wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch
Piece
your
of
eye.
sandpaper
A
glued to
piece
the
of
throttle.
sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
So rub the pattern off of the driver's right boot sole.
Do the honors.
One of the footprints at the crime scene was an
Which means that
aberration.
the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
She's also the one running the drug
Now
trade.
we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved, maybe even all of Martinez. Not necessarily the lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us. Well, we know that Everard is interacting with drug trade. Hardy Boys probably not, but let's go
We should see
definitely.
what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie
course
stars
not.
are still smiling from the walls. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need those?
For
Because you're going
contacting
long
the entire
distances.
fleet of lorrymen, for example.
Yeah.
This is all shortwave. UW,
Oh.
KV.
To coordinate.
Looks like we are
all the
dealing with an
things.
impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the
Pull out
driver's
the
television
toolbox.
slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue
Newspaper.
of Petit Férique from last
Ferry,
Wednesday.
ferry.
A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Pulling the toolbox slides back into voila. A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachon.
So,
routes and highways and the outlying
I wonder what
areas.
Ulan is, and if it has anything to do with the hole in the world that seems to interact weirdly with radio frequency. You've been hungover for 3 days. I've done that in real life.
Bonne prise.
Hold open the topmost map.
This large map displays an elevated motorway called 8881. The indicate leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Total booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting get him onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock. And this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor
The sound got all weird?
on the 881. High above the massive brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world
Can you explain?
Outside the windshield.
It healed itself. Where's the road?
To Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Hold open the second.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. No storm will ever drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
The third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
Okay.
It looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
I'll say that out loud.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
It's a contraband and
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti is going to be the sort of the grand plan, eh?
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes. But really, they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol.
Gotcha.
With cool names, like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
Gotcha. Explain this.
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Apparently on one of the prior Titanic sub-trips, one of the passengers learned his wife had tested positive for COVID, kissed her on the mouth, and locked himself in an airtight can with 4 other people. So it's just all disaster sub all the way down.
Here's bad news.
Oof.
There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany.
Never not gonna hear Benny Hill as long as this is going on.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Return the
Best
stack.
not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks to
Right.
close the
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's talk.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Is it tied to Wild Pines, do you think?
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station.
A little bit.
A worrying prospect.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Maybe the trader... Oh, could the film industry be involved?
I'm going to say no.
It turns out this is connected.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this up. We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Oh.
Debrief over.
Kim, I think things are getting bigger and weirder than we ever could have expected.
The monument stands in...
Done this. And again. Yeah, I guess I need to go do that. Let's go. Oh, I wonder if, oh, he asked me to talk. Let's go.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Racist told us where the cabin is. We only searched.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But is she in trouble?
I have not become the apocalypse cop or the acopalypse yet, but I'm working on it.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
Last thing we need is more civilians involved.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's with these rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why Tommy Laham?
Tommy Laham was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Yeah, fair enough.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh my god, yes.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
Yes!
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
That's,
You fucked me till I bled.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case, fuck everything. Total doom.
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
I also thank you for stopping. Oofa doofa. Alright. What do I need? Oh, I need to go talk to Hardis. Hardis? Hardis. Hardis Tidy. Fucking Hardis Tidy.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Oh no, you do it, Kim.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
People are always gonna do drugs, at least this way you have some control over it. Honestly, I kind of fucking agree with that. So, I'm saying it.
Thank you. Theoretically, of course. Thank you. Theoretically.
Theoretically.
He seems genuinely surprised at your response. In a good way.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interview.
If you girls are gonna drink, I'd rather you do it in the house. I mean, pretty much.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess
people are gonna do drugs
don't make me
no matter what.
Now,
if you can make sure that they're safe in the process, both the people and the drugs. Because if the drugs are safe, the people are more safe. Then, like, fucking do it that way.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn
Yeah, safe injection sites. Hey, you know what? Safe injection sites for alcohol? Bars. Restaurants. We can have those for everything else.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
We are hypocritical when it comes to alcohol and what alcohol is and does. We could just treat other things like alcohol, and it wouldn't fix everything, but it would certainly help.
And here we go.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need
Go
to know?
fuck your mom, Dennis. Oh, hell yeah. No, our alcohol culture is not great, but, like, it's definitely a less, I don't know how I want to say what I want to say. It's not quite as fucked up as our illegal drugs culture.
You see, a heavy steel door. The door doesn't. The cobalt blue surface feels old cobalt.
Yeah, it is fully a double standard. Acquire I wish I had a copy of the fucking city map. It would have been nice, a little bit. Box of sunglasses. ones on white are available to try now. Got it. Okay. And it's not included.
The bullet is still safely sealed away.
I wish I could remember where the map is for your sake. I'm surprised that hasn't. Is there anything I can do with this? Who are you?
For you to someone.
All right, I tried.
A police badge on which you see the photo.
Oh. I'm not looking at myself. I refuse. I cannot be made to look upon myself. All right. Conceptualization. I do want to level up. Oh, I just leveled up Inland Empire instead. Oops. There we go. Authority, I should probably level up. And what happens if I put on my most authoritative clothes? I guess I have to figure out what the fuck. Do I have any clothes that give a bonus to authority? Bonus to drama. Okay, what's reducing my authority? Shirt. Just shirt? Oh, and ledger. Okay, alright, okay. And let's do... I don't have that many dress shirts. Polo shirt. Oh, let's do that. Ooh, alright, okay. I kind of like where we're going with that. Shoes or perception? Yeah, okay.
Hello there.
Yo, what's up, Tarzan? This is... Why did my brain just stop? This is Disco Elysium. It's a fantastic game. It's tight as hell. For what it's worth, content warnings for fucking everything. Because this game gets really heavy sometimes, but it's also really funny. Yeah. But basically, I am a cop with horrible amnesia. And I have to solve a murder that is... I'm fine with all that as long as no flashy lights. I don't know if there's any flashy lights. I haven't encountered any. Let me put it that way. Let's see if I can spook Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh baby, we're in it. I am about to fuck this dude up.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Just like real cops drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Oh, wow. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. No, I got drunk so drunk, I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Oh, these are all really good. I'm going to say number 3, though.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like Jamrock now.
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
You can handle the color changes on a dice change and the disco lights in this scene, then it should be good. Oh yeah. Hey, I appreciate chat. I appreciate all y'all chiming in on this when I have just no fucking idea. This is the beauty of everyone having their brains put together.
Graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help.
Excuse me.
Her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Belongs.
The person whose door I've been
I'm on due.
smashing on repeatedly.
The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Is Aranya a disco dancer?
Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
No, she's the woman that I spoke to when I first started the game. And I walked out of my room, like, reeking of booze and barely with my eyes open and just went, I don't know who I am or where I came from or what time it is or what day it is or who you are. And then I'm glad that I wisely chose not to flirt with her. Yeah, ugh. What was her relationship with a mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
Yeah, exactly like that.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
Not as long as it's not like a rave scene. Okay. There is like a nightclub thing. But I will give you a heads up before I walk into it. And the last time I was there weren't flashing lights. I just know that it's a church that they want to have be that they want to make into a nightclub. So there could be lights at some point, maybe?
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Oh, we were just talking about that, Tarzan. That is a conversation, like, literally, like, fucking half an hour ago, maybe, if that. We were talking about bright lights hurting people's eyes in the game, and fucking Junebug. Please help me explain this.
Titus
My brain is
gives
not
them
doing it
both
good.
A look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
What does that mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're close.
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're right.
Good boy.
Right.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Not particularly concerned, but you know, maybe I should be. Kim, let's chat.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and fidgeting?
Yes.
The quivering jello thing with the eye?
Yes.
I know that
The
woman.
victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Oh, oh. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
She knows I don't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
Went okay,
It
I
doesn't
guess.
matter how it went, officer. What else?
Nothing else.
You're right, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right. Is it though? Nothing.
Let's do a fucking quick save. Holy moly. I don't think I'm prepared for the strength of the awkward conversation I'm about to have.
The door is closed. There's still a dent in the vinyl where you punched it before. This little depression you swallow like you swallowed the last time. Whatever bitter emotion was swimming to the surface then and now subsides, submerges, sinks back into you. White morning. It was morning all along. You should have seen it coming. It was right behind her eyes.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere.
I could, wait. Okay. Pile of dirty clothes. Hotel bill calculations. No, stop. This room has sat all over it. It reminds you of your room. Well, that's wonderful, isn't it?
This
longer
medicine
there.
cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. It's been used quite a lot, but not for scrubbing blood off towels or anything else interesting, it seems.
Okay.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Necra.
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Something interesting here.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine.
I like the idea that she's waiting for you, and you and Kim just went straight into the bathroom together. Look, we have things we need to worry about.
This medicine cabinet.
That's what I was looking for.
There it is.
Okay. Let's go up the stairs, I suppose, and find out what the hell is going on. Oh, I'm walking up to her with a fucking multi-tool. That feels really weird. Let me just swap out some clothes real quick. So I know my authority's low. I kind of want this guy again. It's so cool. Change clothes in her bedroom. I mean, yeah. It's not weird at all. It's not. It's fine. I'm gonna put my cool shirt back on. I'm gonna quick save.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Shut up and take my money.
Please change your hat, but my hat gives me good stats.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced? Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now.
Looks like it.
You know which window has not been recently replaced? Maybe it isn't. I mean, 24-hour window is out of business. What were your options?
Astra menthol.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Shot.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
What does that mean?
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then the lieutenant gives you An acknowledging little nod.
GG.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Pin them? Which
The
side?
revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists.
Yeah.
White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Flower blah, 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 blah.
Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
Huh. What's my...
Cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came?
I don't
and
remember
stole it
doing
all
this.
away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep. Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows. Leave only the still lifes, the blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
It's a good series of bonuses, though. Fuck. Hardcore. There's so many of them. I'm just gonna save. I don't know what that is. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Wait, did I just leave?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Anti-Object Task Force Initiate. Anti-Object Task Force Expert.
It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
What does that emote mean? It's cute.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Kicking it. Yeah, baby!
Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Enemy of the physical realm? Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least.
Tight. Tiny hole in the wall. Oh, gods.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum. from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. That's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Thanks.
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Between that and that.
Doesn't look like that.
These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or the size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Everything around you is quiet.
Pinball machine. Oh, there's so much. I just opened the biggest can of worms. I also just walked into her bedroom, changed my clothes, caught a flower, kicked in the door, and then fucking left through a locked door. What in the world? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna save. We're gonna go on a quick little break, because I have ads starting in, like, no time. I'll be right back. And then we will, we got so many things to do. I gotta talk to this lady. I gotta go join, the communists. I gotta get my gun back. I got a lot of shit to do. All right. Don't be worried. I'll be back. But, you know, there's also that whole thing. Whoa. Whoa.
Hello there.
He's my best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, my rotten soldier, he's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
All right, let's go. Oh, we got an egg. Gratsky, thank you for hanging out, bud. Sorry that I stepped out.
It's always time for plunst.
Well, we're sorry that you rocked in while I stepped out. Oh, a plunst? Let's see our plunst. Oh, give me that good plunst. That good caffeinated plunst. Yeah. Oh, what's going on tonight, bud? Did you? Okay, I see the shout out, so we're good to go on that front. Oh, I didn't check that thing. Pinball Maker's Code. Huh. What is this jacket? What's one conceptualization? Straight plunts, no creamer or sugar. I mean, that's the way I like my coffee, so. Can't do this. That's so weird.
This seems to be some kind of workshop for fixing up pinball machines.
On
A
mobile.
long time
Huh.
ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Doesn't look like it's ever gonna get fixed.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Shut up and take my money.
Covered in bees.
Covered in bees?
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Oh shit, I just realized my other music is still going. Whoop.
Downstairs in the
That
hall,
should make
next to the
brain
main
work
door.
better.
One of them even works. I've seen
Yep.
one of the hardys bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means
Okay.
Ah, yes. As the novelty dice maker said, this has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
This Whirling in Rags really is part of the Doom
If
commercial
that's true,
area?
then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
No fucking kidding.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
I think that's fair. Okay, so it's. Did I do all the things
You
here?
clearly see footprints.
Jackpot.
Yes.
These, unlike
Large print. One
Yep.
person has
Did I miss anything?
They've gone back and everything around you is quiet.
it means someone snuck
Okay.
through 3 weeks maximum.
This is
Okay,
This
okay.
isn't bad,
Yes,
though.
good. Okay, cool. I did do all the things. Alright. Let's go down here. Oh! White Eora. Bear key is tied to the outside corner. The bush outside the corner.
over there in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Are you seeing what I'm
The
seeing?
pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Played it?
A little.
It feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Finger Boy.
Finger
Those
Boy.
flippers are ready.
Get closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that
The
when
body
nation
of the
is in
world.
danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
All the goats.
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Okay.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon...
Gertie Ball is lit.
3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
It's always time for Clunst.
Fucking Jigsaw Plunced? I don't think this one's seen the light of day before. Oh, wow. Yep. We're there. We're here for it. And then a secret preview.
Go, go, Finger Boy.
Go, go, Finger Boy. That's... Wife tells me.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
That was my nickname in high school. It's the Plunst... Oh god, the Plunstebut? The Plunst debut?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not...
He also hit his wife.
Oh.
And kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
Pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The Jolly Goats are flying all over the board. And although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less
Plunst
than
debutante
3.
ball.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides over.
This is
the
not...
top of the board.
Shit, I need to go get my
This
gun
is
and be a
where balls
communist.
Need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit.
It's time.
Isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Sun is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. Lucky goats. The fog looks soft and inviting. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. Hit the pads as fast as you can. Maximum attack. Not even a bullet can get through. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Kim, it can be done.
Yeah, I've seen
Just
it
watch.
before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
How if you can't even see it?
I tried.
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. It killed itself. There goes nothing, Finger Boy.
There goes nothing, Finger Boy. Okay, I need to go get my gun. No, I need to go be a communist.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably so.
No, we established that there was a key on the note.
This small elevator smells of the maintenance card.
But I was just...
Panel reads, last maintenance.
I just came down that elevator.
July 88. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs workshop.
Close the doors and go up. I got places to go. I can talk to my victim later. I need to go communist. Immediately. It's of utmost importance. Oh, did I miss it? No. Stebbins' apartment after 2200 at the Cape Side Apartments. Brrr, gotta go right now.
An old callbox. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Oh, I didn't want to go in the basement. Fuck. I was hoping for more of a front door situation, but... Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited I get to be a communist. I'm really doing it. This one? I can't remember which apartment it is. Not that one. Upstairs? On the balcony, right? Well fucking played, Cliff.
This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez. Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected. Something earthy, warm, and burnt. The acrid smell of failure.
Woof.
No, that's just slightly burnt coffee. A smell you would recognize anywhere.
True.
Just look at these pigs sniffing about after hours.
It's past curfew. Go to bed.
Must have slipped my mind. You know how it goes.
The metal grill is cool to the touch. You notice the lieutenant is looking uncustomarily anxious. His posture is rigid. His right
Relax,
hand
they're only
hovers
communists.
near the zipper
Kick him.
Oh, I'm fine. I was practically born to infiltrate underground communist cells, which is just to say we should be prepared for any eventuality.
You can make out at least two separate voices. Two voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
Bang on the grill.
The clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent. A pair of frightened hares cowering in some dark crevice of their burrow.
Who's there? Is that you, Weiss?
Are you all communists? I'm looking for some
Who said
communists.
communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
I've already built like 0.0001% of communism. But now I need to get organized. Can you help me?
Silence.
What's the passphrase?
We await the silent mole empire. It's remember Dobreva and abandoned names.
There's no response. No, they're still there.
Alright. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done, or we'll all be locked out. And do wash the concrete. It just kind of falls away. In places.
Charmant. After you.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
The two young men are either oblivious.
He's a real man. A real boy.
Their attentions are fixed.
A real boy man.
Whatever it is, they're stacking in the middle of the floor. Matchboxes, it appears.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
It is. It's holding.
Echo maker.
Careful, careful. Damn, hardly any difference. You two. You are late.
They should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp. Hey, Esteban. Isn't that your jacket?
It certainly looks like my jacket, Alexis. Where did you get that, gendarme?
This jacket is RCM property. Has been confiscated as part of an ongoing investigation. Just found it in a room.
I'm sure you did. That's real Saramaritsian twill. Only old Saramaritsian communists and drug smugglers wear those anymore. See, Uli? It's just like Mazov wrote. How does it go again?
Those committed to the rights of property are those most apt to violate them.
I assumed it was Maurice who broke into my room to play a trick on me. I didn't think I'd actually been raided by the RCM.
There is surprise in his voice, naturally. But is that a note of excitement you also detect?
Why do you sound excited to be raided by the RCM?
Oh, gendarme, because this is perfect. Can you imagine the look on Morris's face when he finds out the RCM has been kicking my door down?
He'll shit himself, positively.
And now they've shown up in force to break up our meeting.
Something tells me these young men are not very experienced with law enforcement.
We're not here to break up your meeting. We want to join your meeting.
Wants to join us?
My partner, of course, is acting in a strictly personal capacity, not as an official representative of the RCM.
Interesting. Does that mean you've done the reading?
Uh-oh. No one said anything about
Oh, God.
Just have to win this one.
This is like my experience with hanging out with communists and anarchists. No one mentioned any reading.
Well, this is getting awkward. I'm not sure what you're expecting to find here then.
There's profound consternation in his voice. You suspect it's about something bigger than your not having done the reading.
Maybe they can explain themselves.
Oh, what are you doing?
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
But more specifically, we are running a reading group. The most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
Comrade Steban is a great discussion leader. One of the best at the university.
It's obvious they take this group of theirs extremely seriously. Whatever you do, don't compare it.
It is a very accurate depiction. For a second, I thought these were the two guys trying to join the Skulls. Honestly, if we could get those guys and these guys together, I think we'd have something.
Yawn. Can you imagine anything duller than a bunch of Beano-clads yanking each other's knobs?
Sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement.
That's our whole thing. The world is so shallow, all noise and repetition. We're interested in genuinely radical critique.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
I didn't realize they taught radical Mazovian theory in universities.
Huh. As though you can call that pablum teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion seminar.
We are post-attendance, basically.
Dropouts?
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides.
What does your reading group actually
We
read?
study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorating.
I force myself to listen.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History, and before that, Real and Reality.
Communist theorists love puns, in case that wasn't obvious.
It's true.
Hablars une paix infernale.
The original Fisdale translation, not that worded down revisionist garbage.
Obviously.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignaz Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists.
Really
You're not familiar with him? It's pretty advanced stuff. You may not be ready for it yet, Gendarme.
Okay, but who's Ignis Nilsson?
Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant, the evangelist of the revolution, and the founding father of the People's Republic of Samara.
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that you've never heard of this world historical individual.
Fair.
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nilsson who first postulated the existence of ideological plasma, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
I do not think they are boyaderos. No, they are certainly not boyaderos.
Huh? Sounds like a hell of a drug. You might want to ask about it. The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
Where's the rest of the reading group?
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
That's what I thought. Choose all you need. Me and Kim are the same.
We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
What happened to you?
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe it.
Imagine the audacity of wanting to read a novel in a reading group.
Maybe you just haven't found your right group yet.
Recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the ascendant schools are the Godwaldians and their iconoclasts.
Iconoclasts.
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
What does that mean?
Whatever this turnip business is about, one thing is perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do. You could learn a thing or two from them. If you can convince them, you're one of them.
What's bad about
They're the
Godwaldians?
most depressing school of communism.
Mm.
They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Gottwalders, in other words.
It's okay for Uli to say that because his dad is from Gottwald.
What's so depressing about their theories?
The Gottwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are incapable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself.
I mean...
In other words, they have lost faith in their own relevance.
That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
Sounds miserable.
It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide.
Fuck's sake.
You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books.
The iconoclasts.
For starters, they love talking about beans.
No beans for me. Can't stand the stuff.
Iconoclast, then. They're obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans. But most of all, they love building models to predict how many beans there'll be in the future. They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
Ah, yes. The much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks and high-rises, believing they can save the world through a series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
Are the beans a metaphor?
If only. They've got all the beans accounted for in their asset sheets, their quarterly budgets, their future projections. But for some reason, there are never enough beans to go around. So we've just got to cut our bean rations in half.
And next thing you know, there are budget cuts, so now we've got to cut the bean rations in half again. You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
What about liberals? Are they liberals too?
Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
Oh, the fucking scathing representation of leftist culture. Holy shit.
Cindy is... How to describe her role?
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
Nerds.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
Say something about turnips.
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a real intellectual, it sounds like.
Right. So a few weeks ago, we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said, what were his exact words, Ulexis?
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just the same.
Yeah.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory.
What is this inframaterialist business they keep blathering about? You've never heard of anything like it.
Keep going.
Sana said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group?
You expelled him for an argument over turnips. Writing in the game is so good.
Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
Go ahead.
Oh. Did you do anything about the lynching?
No. We're not an operational cell.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellectual vanguard.
Are there operational communists?
No, unfortunately. The communards were hunted down and killed nearly to a man. All that's left of them are bones and old rifles.
Oh, like this one.
Your companion's eyes widen as you hold up the ancient weapon.
Yes, like that one. I wonder how many of these are still lying around in cellars or sealed up behind the masonry. Can I hold it?
Here.
It's heavier than I was expecting.
Position reminds you of something.
The attitude of a priest bearing one of the holy relics of his faith. Though it is long out of service, its power is evident to him. When he's finished, he returns the rifle to you with a nod of appreciation.
What were you doing with the matchboxes?
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
They're watching those matchboxes awfully intently. For two guys who are just messing around. It's almost as though they were trying to create the most unstable structure they could.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch VOD again. Or not again, but in general. Is it... Because I'm not hearing anything weird. And OBS is not giving me anything that indicates I should be worried about anything. It's just the narrator? Can you define what funny means?
With predictable results.
Just have to look at it in the VOD. Alright.
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics.
The shadow? The shadow?
The shadow.
Like he's echoing? I mean, he could be echoing. I can turn the volume down. Ouch. Welcome in, Commander. Thanks for hanging out.
But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
Okay, let's be communist, Kim.
You can't be serious. For these gendarmes?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, he'll still need to pass the interview portion
Oh, I
of the
can do
entrance
that.
process.
No fucking problem.
Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Oh, composure? Oh, let's fucking go.
Is it getting warm in here? There seems to be a little pool of sweat forming in the depression of your lower back.
Because I don't do well in interviews.
You're terrible at them. The thought of everyone looking at you, judging you, makes you want to heave.
Just
Frankly,
a couple of kids.
Let's be frank. They're probably way smarter than you. You bet they've read more books than you can even name. You've been quite studious these past few days. You should be able to handle whatever they want to throw your way.
Oh yeah.
The hardest part will just be working up the nerve to ask without soiling yourself.
Everything all right, gendarme? You look
Oh, I have to up my composure. All right.
Sure. We're here most every night.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Coffee. Bottom of the pot, an isle of black sludge rises from a shadowy sea. Oof, that's gross. Reflective construction vest. Don't mind if I do. The cobblestones, communism. No war but class war. Probably not the Phasmid. Eight cups a day is healthy. Hey, I'm not gonna claim that the amount of coffee I drink is healthy. I just do drink a lot of coffee. Okay, do I have things that will bump my composure so that I can be part of the communists? Ha! Boop. Oh, +2 logic, -1 perception. Oh, well, splendous. I guess I can just take my hats off, but... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Eight cups is okay, antioxidant. Oh boy. Where's my... composure? Oh, I don't have any in fucking composure. It is composure, right? That's my tasks. Where do I find the... There we go. Pile of clothes, Andre... Where is it? Composure, yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's put a point into composure. Why not? Maybe you could go bulletproof so your innards will be thoroughly lubed. Let's go. I want to be a communist.
The gendarme returns.
She said if she's going to make truly radical art, she needs a suitably radical workspace.
And I don't think she could afford rent at an actual studio.
You like her art?
Oh, sure. It's definitely interesting, I would say. I guess you could call her latest stuff a sort of counter-bourgeoisie calligraphy. She's got a real taste for radical slogans.
It's too bad she hasn't developed the theoretical foundation to do truly radical work.
I think she'll get there, though. She's still looking for a subject equal to her ambitions.
What's the deal with this place?
The deal? At a fundamental level, I guess you could call it the shattered bones of a dream crushed by capital.
I am so frustrated by Staban.
You should save that for an essay.
Thanks, Uli. When the idea is sound, the words just sort of flow.
Yes. Now keep developing the idea.
these are the bones. We must be the bone weevils.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not as good as Steban's original idea, though.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do another little quick save.
The gendarme.
Just under 0.5% likely. Let's go.
What's there to
Yes.
be scared of? You've really been cracking the books these last few days. You can go toe to intellectual toe with any reading group in Martinez. Now, chin up. You've got this.
Let's do this interview.
You want to start now? Sure, we can manage that.
Yo, Rye Party, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, everybody. I hope your stream was tight and wonderful. Disco Elysium is treating me very, very well. I am trying to become a communist right now.
My rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese. My good time boy.
It's good. I think I deactivated my raid because it was my raid man, because it was broke. So, you know. Yeah, this game's still tight. What's Teardown? Tell me about Teardown. I'm not familiar with that. Teardown? Probably Teardown. I recall the game being like, what ideology you're actually going with? I mean they've called me a centrist a couple times, but I am a big communism builder, I will tell you.
You've caught him off balance. The momentum is already in your favor.
All right.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're
Fun little
interested
voxel
in,
destruction
and
game.
just
I would
see where the
recommend it
conversation
myself.
goes.
I do. What's a voxel destruction puzzle game? I know a lot of those words, but I don't know them all together. Centrist is what the game recommended to me. Tell us about the books you're interested in. We can see where the conversation goes. I've not read many books. Imagine Deep Rock Galactic mixed with a heist game. Oh, okay. Actually, that sounds tight. I'm down to that, but that doesn't mean I don't have stories. Finding the right thing for the right moment. Finding the right thing for the right moment.
We prefer difficult books. Books that might destroy you if you don't destroy them first.
That's enough, Uli. It's the gendarme's opinions we are interested in. But to Comrade Ulix's point, isn't there value in reading really difficult books? Just for the sheer challenge of it.
I tried reading this really depressing gradient.
Oh, right. 16 days of coldest, whatever.
This is a good start. They're starting to loosen up. You feel relaxed and in control. You ably summarize the novel's characters and themes. Even better, you're able to connect those themes to your critique of the novel's formal qualities, such as they are.
But eventually I finished it however much it
Sounds to me like a typical bourgeois social novel, designed to assuage the egos of frustrated housewives and win international awards. And Gradian realism is the worst realism. It's nearly as bad as Gottwaldian critical theory.
Makes you want to gouge your eyes out. Or better, gouge the author's eyes out.
These kids are eating out of your hand, practically. Another quarter of an hour disappears. The questions come rapid fire, but you have an answer for every one. Now you can sense things starting to slow down. The interview must be reaching an inflection point.
But now I'm curious. Do you think there's value in reading so-called practical nonfiction?
I enjoy thinking about truly fundamental concepts, like the alphabet, for instance. Books are fine, but they're no substitute for a real story.
Okay, we'll bite. What sort of stories are we talking about?
A real-life procedural, complete with gory details.
You ever heard of a thing called sudden onset acute amnesia? Can't get any more pure novel-wise than the alphabet.
Oh, we're getting into the psychiatric pathologies of life under capital. Let's see where this goes.
Yes, I'm rather curious myself.
Now you're getting somewhere. These boys aren't even bothering to contain their interest. They want to see how you weave the threads of this story together.
I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like to wake up with no concept of what money is.
If you encountered it in a novel, you'd say it sounded like a plot contrivance or like a fantasy.
Isn't the point that money itself is a collective fantasy?
Perhaps. But it's a fantasy that pays for things. Like your hostel bill.
No. It's just like Mazovro. The freeman of the future will be he who awakens in perfect ignorance of capital.
Wait, Steban, are you saying the gendarme is some kind of future communist?
Another quarter of an hour disappears.
Oh, lordy.
The conversation bounces back and forth. Whatever their pretensions, it's clear these two have been craving something real. Now you can sense things starting to slow down. Time to wrap this tale up.
Even if you could somehow unpeel time, it wouldn't be the you who gets rich from those investments.
That would imply that whenever you unpeel time, you leave behind some kind of doppelganger in now time.
Good God. Have we really been talking about unpeeling time for a quarter hour?
I suppose we'll have to leave it there. But listen, gendarme. We could use someone with your breadth of expertise. With just a little more theoretical background, I think you'll be able to make some real contributions.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez. Here's your first assignment. It's an overview of inframaterialist theory. A little basic, as you'll see, but one has to start somewhere. Come back when you're done. We'll be here pretty much every night after 10 p.m. Do be sure to take your time with the reading. We'll be eager to hear your thoughts.
Okay, I will get to that in a minute. Need to go get my fucking gun. Walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Oh, I gotta go south. Okay. That makes sense. Well, let's go. I got work to do. Cindy?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, you know what? Do I have do I have a way to improve my conceptualization? Drama, logique. Lots of logic uppers. Let's just try that on and see if that
Hello again,
significantly
officers.
changes my likelihood.
Have you
Only
come to
8%. Okay. Well, I'll catch you later, Cindy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Goodbye. All right. Kim, we gotta go see a man about a gun. Pressing Cindy the Skull is endgame. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Oh, it is so fucking late.
The headless Falun rider. He could appear at any minute.
Please tell me we are not here to look for a headless man in a tracksuit riding a horse.
Don't listen to the lieutenant. He doesn't know anything.
We're just passing through. We have shit to do. We gotta get my gun. Up there with getting Kuno to be real for 3 seconds. I mean, I've managed 1 second, so if we can get to 3, I'll be okay. Kim, you can go to bed if you don't want to run around. No. Kim has to be a part of this. Especially if I'm going to go retrieve my gun from a very questionable circumstance. I'm bringing Kim. Although, why is that old lady still out here at fucking 1 a.m.? Where's the... Oh, it's straight north from here, I think? There's church. This is the boardwalk, right?
There's some tear.
Where is it? Meet her near the old fish market. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. I mean, I might have missed her, I guess. But that seems like the boardwalk to me. Around the market? I'm just gonna go all the way over here and then swing back, you know? Where I was? I'm confused. Back up here. I thought I went all the way inside. Oh, it's like 1 a.m. I was just kind of hoping that they would be like around. Alright, well, maybe I missed getting my gun. Nope, there. 8 hours after 7 is 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. I think that's the move. I think the move is go to bed.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Or
calling. Still calling again. Seriously, someone with a...
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity.
Gerard, what a douche name. Change your name. I need to talk to electricity.
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
That was cute. That was fun. That was a good use of 10 cents. Fucking just let me go south. While I'm down here, Rosemary, I would like to buy your finest spirits just to see what the deal is with that.
Returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes? Pissable pilsner? Drink it, then convert.
Okay, you three.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else gonna give you a price like that. Had to let life squeeze you to get that, huh? Sure, friend. People are just so impatient these days. So that'll be £3 from your pocket to mine. And at this price, you're practically robbing me.
All right, here's the
Just
money for
make
the spirits.
Sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Quite the business venture you set up.
The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
Okay.
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor ex-squeeze, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
Point to his vice stand. I approve.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something?
%98.7% pure alcohol. Oh shit, is another ad about to start? Oh, it is. Another ad is about to start. It's later than I thought it was, y'all. Okay. Let's find a bed and do a sleep.
It's getting late, and it's snug.
Good night, officer.
Good night, Ian.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Alright, I'm gonna sleep, and then save, and then we're gonna go on a quick little break.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about
I didn't kill anybody.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no.
Check it out now.
I see inside
The
his
Funk Soul
amygdala
Brother.
and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of.
No, don't do it.
Is much, much worse than that.
Didn't you? Dun dun dun. No, I didn't kill anybody.
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Now just let me sleep.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be
Your
okay.
eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Okay. Quick save. And I'll be right back. Don't be lost without me, my friends. I will be here. Hey, Ratsky, thank you for putting the points towards the nail challenge. It would be so fucking funny if I can get my mom physically on stream. I will die of laughter. It would be wonderful. And Kim's right there.
Yes?
What do I need to do? I gotta talk to so many people. Yep. Pick up the dice. Speak to the victim. Oh my word. Okay, yeah. myself organized. What else is there? Read. Oh, read. Of course. Reading. You're in a different place today.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Hey.
The prick is gone.
Oh, he
I
died?
can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Yes. Officer.
Can I play a game with you?
Sorry, officer.
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Okay, I guess not.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons
What,
lists
Bria?
all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Can I guess it's not there. What? Will this do something?
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. All right, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
What?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
You're repeating your words?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue,
The
right?
voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Over, can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
Yeah.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Anger boils up in your chest.
Why does it still feel like it's my fault?
Melts into the static from a long distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Listening.
The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Almost like a CD skipping?
No one replies, but the static grows like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend.
That's
She
only the
smells of
narrator.
sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways. Guttering.
So, it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true.
Fair. All right, I want to go. I want to get my dice. Oh, I need flashlight. Oh. Where are the clothes that used to display? I don't know. Dice maker.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for one
Cursed
custom die.
Ilmaran die.
Here's the cursed
Fuck yeah.
die you ordered.
What is this?
It's a die. Try rolling it.
Cast the cursed
You
die.
throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
The die.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
This is mega cool. Can I get one that actually works? Saying the end result doesn't matter.
In the face of death? No, not really.
What a relief.
It is, isn't it? There's something liberating about knowing it's just we humans. No all-powerful force is guiding us, watching us, judging us. Good luck, officer.
Let's go.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed.
Let's go.
to
Let's
the
do it. This is wild. The curse is real, and I figured out why it spared you.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Because you're not in the same building.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
Cindy would love your existentialist math rock. Oh, she'd be into it.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
One Inch Heroes! Welcome in, my friend. It's wonderful to have you. It's wonderful to have everybody. Thank you so much for raiding in. Shout out to my partner in Paint Crime. How was your stream tonight? Did you get your thing fixed? The thing that fell off the wall?
Yes. Well, you can't.
I can't remember what you said it was, but your thing that fell off the wall. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, at 7:45, but we got it fixed. Fuck yeah. Well, I'm glad that you managed to stream tonight anyway. I hope it didn't put too much of a dent in the time to work on your Cursed City stuff. And I hope you're enjoying your Cursed City stuff, because I had a fucking blast painting.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney down.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone.
These ogres are fun as hell to paint. Fuck yeah.
Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
No one's ever really safe from failure.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
What? Okay, why the quotation marks around dirty? What does that mean? She reveals a piece of metal shining on her index finger. Some kind of award?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the east.
But they're not really dirty?
Center, built
I don't
with the
understand.
I inherited from my parents.
What do you, I don't understand.
I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you...
I don't need to explain my art to you. I mean, fine. I'm not asking you to explain your art. I'm asking you to explain your language. Language can be an art, but I know what you mean by your art, and it's not language. So bow to my perceptive rhetoric. I bet you didn't run the jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney. Let's go.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out.
Your dad was hanging out on my stream? Hell yeah! I love that Commander hangs out in streams. That's
like
nice.
Role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative
He even
ending
subbed.
or an entirely different world.
Well.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
I want to know what this thought that I just gained was. Precarious world. All red checks fail for 4 hours? Oh boy. Humpty Dumpty Dum Center. I'm very curious about this. Seems like the point of this game is victory. How do you not lose? Okay, what am I gonna forget so that I can do this? God is indifferent, take all, lose all, 50-50, nothing happens, and pale. Made of bog oak burl, coloring in malevolent black. Look at the map in the journal to see which white checks have opened. Some of them, it looks like. I don't know why this doesn't want me to scroll in a normal, positive way. Well, I'm glad I did that. Read a book. Oh, I need to go talk to... What's her name? I don't know what her name is. I guess that's the point. No, I fucking... Give me my flashlight back. Boop. Let's go. Now you can go over there. Thank you. Oh, I'll talk to Gart on my way to talking to... Oh, and I think...
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches.
Yeah, there you go.
Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely
There's a key in the bush. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table. To you, the key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow.
Oh, yeah.
The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Wanna know why this key was hanging outside the Union Box window?
Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Alright. Valid. Unlock that door.
You see a heavy steel. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes...
Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, well, slip.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
The white-robed woman?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
But that other one, the Franco-Nigerian?
No.
What?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Oh, did I fuck up? Yeah, I fucked up. Well, okay. Him used to be some kind of savant, I bet.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it.
It's true there was foul play.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
I couldn't go into the kitchen.
What
Why
are
is
you,
that?
cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something pertinent to the
It wasn't
investigation. I
Pam's
feel like I
fault.
already had
It
this
was
conversation.
lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working.
Oh, the art is so good. What's up, Modular Vibe? It's wonderful to have you. Oh, Gart. Oh, there's a peephole in the wall. Upstairs in the secret back room right next to Classia's bedroom. It's used for looking in on
fixed
guests.
at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Are you sure you haven't been spying?
Absolutely not.
It is comic booky, yeah.
Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Sir, he was only asking a question.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Alright, you've been
Thank
notified.
You. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Okay, well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you gonna ask?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead.
Yes, haha. What's actually behind there?
Pinball machine. Nothing. The black gaping maw at the end of time.
There is no gaping maw. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. That's okay.
Pinball machines.
I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Did you want to play? I might be up for a
I
game.
was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
Thinking of turning this place back into an arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you, I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
You know
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Hold on, not once? Isn't that already a sign of decline? Oh, the whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. Only a matter of time before the whirling fails too. Perhaps the whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the whirling.
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You shouldn't be.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Who owns the place?
Some real estate management company.
Of course.
They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Named it the Whirling in Rags.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Or there's other cafeterias.
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling.
Well, good luck.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we... Yes?
I think that'll do it.
Motorway south. The lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder, for an unimaginable distance, forgetting, until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no
Speaking of good artwork like this
nothing remains.
thing, I don't even know what we call
with
this.
no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat, swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
All red checks fail is like rough, but I want to do it. Just have to save even more often. This commie has to save scums. Okay, if I go back down, do I get to interact with that thing? Am I misinterpreting what causes that? Yes. Alright. Well, it was a nice thought. Let's go talk to this woman.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Inferno. The vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place, a third place, much different from our world. Let's go Disco Inferno.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
I have very little idea of what I'm
You're
doing.
doing just fine. After all, your path has led you back to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. No need to dilly-dally. She's tough.
Don't want to sound like a namby-pamby.
Good on you, boy. She can take it.
What is your name?
Clausier Amandou. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
How old are
I'm
you?
28.
What do you do?
Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature
Fear of
about?
failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
I do feel the urge to save the world, yes.
That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Fair. What is her?
A bad memory, officer. It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
Thankfully, it's implied.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money's very important. Show her some money.
It's not very cool, but what can you do? The record. So official.
Nice room.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
I hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place. Did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
There's
Okay.
a pinball place.
I'm glad someone's had fun.
There's a peephole.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
Digital fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
Could just be a coincidence.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
It is recent. Who do you
Shit.
think made it?
I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
Phone vibrated and scared me. Tracks on the floor.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick. Suddenly, she feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed. Forehead furrowed.
That window is
It
new.
is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
What are you doing here?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
What year?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
What is this flower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
There.
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
The admirers, miss?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
I have a personal
Yes.
question.
You're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday? I need to know what I did before I lost my
You don't
memory.
need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like,
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Fair. Okay. Valid. Valid as hell.
Yeah?
Quite the prescription of collection drugs. I
Thank
said
you.
that backwards.
I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
How did you amass such a hoard? No further
I
questions.
always heard you RCM guys were cool. You are.
Hate to say it, you got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad. The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
It's the nature of the contamination.
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
Somewhere below, military-grade SAD is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
I'll say the first thing.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
It's a feeling, white and
we've
filled
always
with
been
doom.
each other's greatest nemesises.
Claire.
Nemesis. What's the plural on that?
Nemesis.
Thank you for those points towards the nail comp. And yeah, I think everybody was an industrial sad spill in high school. I think that's just how that works.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got. With a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Doesn't feel like love.
Are you sure? Love is terror.
Sheer terror, panic, and screaming.
All right.
Okay. Lazia. They tell us you were raped. Trigger warning.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Not that early.
Looks around. The sun has risen over the sea.
It's 9 a.m.
People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
So you weren't.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
I just asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Well, what did happen?
We partied.
The kind of partying that I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Classia's icon is giving blonde Nico Robin. Is that the weirdly proportioned redhead from One Piece? Have I picked things up through cultural osmosis? Because I agree with you.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
The black-haired one.
We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I got you. Got it.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Must have been hard for you.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
Okay, I'm just gonna real quick clip that so that I can maybe utilize that sound in my life. A bitter cringe.
He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Oh, the caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
In the process, you broke the
Did
landline.
Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Why go through the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Oh. Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
Oh, why did they hang him?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail.
Yeah.
He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do you know the Hardy Boys?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
How'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Would it have been jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Thank you for telling us.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Let's go.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore. Believe it.
Which ones are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
She sirened me. I think so.
No way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
You turn them normal?
No.
What use
It's
is
better
this?
to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it.
I didn't think our breakdown would be a self-intervention. Yeah, for real though. Does this mean she's been lying?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this, no, he's not going to show up. I'm sorry, your lie detection isn't working. It's not her doing. He's just totally inept. It looks like you're also an idiot. But that's not her fault. No, not an idiot. You're just more of a sensitive type. Thinks with his heart. This woman's pain draws you in.
What's her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
Talking to myself long enough.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5
Femme
seconds.
fatale gaslight gatekeep thing going on. Nammy girl bosses for them both. Oh, got it. Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no. Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
She sees them in each other's arms.
You're in each other's arms.
Yes. And then he's dead. His mouth agape.
Oh, I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now? Why not? I'll be.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in the same sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Oh. The wrong impression. I'm no superstar.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Is that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
You know. Beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection.
Fam, I know you like the buff ladies.
This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that.
I love where this is going.
World's first celebrity.
Have a raid for section? Suggestion.
This is the beginning of your legend.
Looks like we have more to
I would love to hear your raid suggestion.
Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM.
Character creation for Diablo 4 is going on. I do know there's a little barbarian up in that game. Oh, over at Q. I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that big time. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this conversation with Kim, and then I'm gonna go over and hit up Q. That sounds great.
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to.
Chat is helping make her even better.
If not you, then me.
Full
it was
Karen.
A more from her.
She's manipulative. Yeah, let's whisper
So you
that.
said to her, what did you mean by it?
She has half my skill set compromised singing her tune. My assessments of her are
She seems
untrustworthy.
forthcoming to me. Unusually so. Being forthcoming with some things is a good way to obscure other things. But I wouldn't call myself compromised.
Perhaps that's because you
I'm
are.
not easily swayed by young women. But on the other hand...
Oh, this game's going great.
And she was a candidate.
It's fucking funny. It's really heartbreaking. It's
The lieutenant seems
dark.
sure
It's
he's not
really
compromised.
smart.
Not psychologically, at least. Is it hubris?
Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation.
It's a very good game. It's worth the praise and hype that it gets. All right, it is definitely raid out time. It's late. All right. Is it gonna take me multiple tries? No, I got it right on the first one. Tight. I'm doing it. I'm coming. Yeah, we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid Quados. G. No, not G. Tomorrow afternoon, midday-ish, I'll be back painting zombies. More zombies, because I painted so many zombies. Right now, zombies and robots. That's the one. Or the two, I guess. Fuck yeah. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. You are just such a fucking joy to play video games with and talk to. So thank you. I guess I need to actually activate raid. We did it. I did it right. I did it right. All right. Good night, y'all. Don't let the stream hit you on the way out. Do we need a buff ladies raid call? I mean, we're here for the beef. We're here for the beef. This is a beef raid. We're here for the beef. There you go. How about that? We're here for the beef. All right. Show us the buff, ladies. Yes.
I don't know how that works. Also, go get a snack if you need to get a snack. I'm just sitting here eating and just making sure that we get to be hardcore. Holy fire, man!